Carbohydrates are everywhere in the natural world. They are essential for life. From the sweetness of a ripe fruit to the wood in a tree, carbohydrates play vital roles. They are the energy source for our bodies. They also form important structures in plants and animals. Carbohydrates are like the fuel that keeps our bodies running. Just like a car needs gasoline, our cells need carbohydrates for energy. They are involved in many processes in living organisms. Carbohydrates are a type of biomolecule. Biomolecules are molecules found in living things. These molecules are essential for life processes. Other biomolecules include proteins, lipids, and nucleic acids. Carbohydrates are made up of three main elements: carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. The name carbohydrate itself comes from the fact that they are hydrates of carbon. This means they are molecules of carbon with water attached. The chemical formula for many carbohydrates is CH2ON. This means that for every carbon atom there are 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. The N represents the number of these units in the molecule. The arrangement of these atoms determines the type of carbohydrate and its properties. For example, glucose and fructose have the same chemical formula, C6H12O6, but different structures. This difference in structure leads to different levels of sweetness. Monosaccharides are the simplest form of carbohydrates. Mono means one and saccharide means sugar. They are the basic building blocks for larger carbohydrates. Monosaccharides are sweet-tasting and easily dissolve in water. Examples of monosaccharides include glucose, the primary source of energy for our cells; fructose, found in fruits and honey, it's the sweetest sugar; galactose, a component of milk sugar; lactose. Monosaccharides have a simple molecular structure. They are usually composed of a single ring of carbon atoms. These atoms are bonded to hydrogen and oxygen atoms. Section 4, double sugars, disaccharides, combining the core units. Disaccharides are formed when two monosaccharides link together. This linkage happens through a chemical reaction called dehydration synthesis. During this process, a water molecule is removed and a bond is formed between the two sugars. Common disaccharides include sucrose, table sugar, formed from glucose and fructose; lactose, milk sugar, formed from glucose and galactose; maltose, malt sugar, formed from 2 glucose units. Disaccharides are also sweet and soluble in water. They are broken down into their respective monosaccharides during digestion. Section 5, carbohydrate chains, polysaccharides, long chains for energy. In this section we will delve into the fascinating world of polysaccharides, which are essential for various biological functions. Polysaccharides are complex carbohydrates formed by linking many monosaccharides. These monosaccharides are simple sugar molecules, and when they join together, they create long, intricate chains. Think of them as long chains of sugar units. These chains can vary greatly in length and complexity depending on the number and type of monosaccharides involved. These chains can be branched or unbranched. Branched polysaccharides have a more complex structure, allowing for more compact storage, while unbranched polysaccharides form straight linear chains. Polysaccharides play crucial roles in energy storage and structural support. Important polysaccharides include glycogen, starch, and cellulose, each serving unique functions in different organisms. Glycogen, the storage form of glucose in animals, found in the liver and muscles. Glycogen acts as a readily available energy reserve that can be quickly mobilized to meet sudden energy demands. Starch, the storage form of glucose in plants, found in grains, potatoes, and legumes. Starch is a vital energy source for humans and many other animals, providing a slow and steady release of glucose. Cellulose, a structural component of plant cell walls, providing rigidity and strength. Unlike glycogen and starch, cellulose is not used for energy storage, but rather for maintaining the structural integrity of plants. Polysaccharides are not as sweet as simple sugars and may not be soluble in water. This is because their large, complex structures do not interact with taste receptors in the same way that simple sugars do. They are broken down into monosaccharides through a process called hydrolysis, providing a steady release of energy. Hydrolysis involves the addition of water molecules to break the bonds between monosaccharides, making the energy stored in polysaccharides accessible for cellular processes. Polysaccharides are found in a variety of foods, including grains, vegetables, and legumes. Consuming these foods ensures a steady supply of energy and essential nutrients. In the human digestive system, enzymes break down polysaccharides into simpler sugars, which are then absorbed into the bloodstream. This process ensures that our bodies have a constant supply of glucose for energy. Different organisms utilize polysaccharides in various ways. For example, fungi and bacteria produce polysaccharides for structural support and protection, while animals and plants primarily use them for energy storage and structural integrity. Beyond their biological roles, polysaccharides have numerous industrial applications. They are used in the production of biofuels, biodegradable plastics, and as thickeners and stabilizers in the food industry. In the medical field, polysaccharides are used in drug delivery systems and as components of wound dressings due to their biocompatibility and ability to promote healing. In summary, polysaccharides are versatile and essential molecules that play critical roles in energy storage, structural support, and various industrial and medical applications. Understanding their functions and benefits helps us appreciate the complexity and importance of these remarkable carbohydrates. Section 6, Simple versus Complex, Different Types, Different Jobs. In this section, we will explore the fascinating world of carbohydrates and how they play different roles in our bodies. Understanding the distinction between simple and complex carbohydrates can help us make better dietary choices. Carbohydrates can be classified as simple or complex based on their structure and how quickly they are digested. This classification is crucial because it affects how our body processes and utilizes these nutrients. Simple carbohydrates. These include monosaccharides and disaccharides. Monosaccharides are the most basic form of carbohydrates, consisting of single sugar molecules like glucose and fructose. Disaccharides are slightly more complex, made up of two sugar molecules bonded together, such as sucrose and lactose. They are quickly absorbed into the bloodstream, providing a rapid burst of energy. This quick absorption can lead to sudden spikes in blood sugar levels, which is why they're often referred to as quick energy sources. Examples include sugary drinks, candy, and processed foods. These foods are often high in added sugars and can contribute to various health issues if consumed in excess, such as weight gain and increased risk of diabetes. Complex carbohydrates. These include polysaccharides like starch and fiber. Polysaccharides are long chains of sugar molecules, making them more complex and harder for the body to break down quickly. They take longer to break down, providing a more sustained release of energy. This slow digestion helps maintain stable blood sugar levels and provides a steady source of energy over a longer period. Examples include whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and legumes. These foods are not only rich in complex carbohydrates, but also packed with essential nutrients that support overall health. Choosing complex carbohydrates over simple carbohydrates is generally healthier. Complex carbs are less likely to cause rapid spikes in blood sugar and are often more nutrient-dense. This is because they provide more sustained energy levels and are often packed with essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Incorporating a variety of complex carbohydrates into your diet can help improve digestion, support heart health, and provide long-lasting energy throughout the day. Section 7, Carbohydrates, Fueling Our Bodies and Building Our World. Carbohydrates are not just about providing energy. They are the body's primary source of fuel, but their role extends far beyond that. They are incredibly versatile molecules involved in many aspects of life. In our bodies, carbohydrates are essential for numerous functions. They provide energy for cellular processes. This energy is crucial for everything from muscle contractions to brain function. Without carbohydrates, our cells would struggle to perform even the most basic tasks. Help regulate blood sugar levels. The body carefully balances glucose levels in the blood, using hormones like insulin to ensure that cells receive the energy they need, while preventing damage from too much sugar. Play a role in the immune system. Carbohydrates are part of glycoproteins and glycolipids, which are essential for cell recognition and signaling. This helps the immune system identify and respond to pathogens, contribute to the structure of cells and tissues. Carbohydrates are integral components of cell membranes and extracellular matrices, providing structural support and facilitating cell communication. In the natural world, carbohydrates are just as vital. They form the structural basis of plants, with cellulose being a key component of plant cell walls. This gives plants their rigidity and strength, allowing them to grow tall and withstand various environmental stresses. Store energy in plants in the form of starch. This stored energy can be used by the plant during periods of low sunlight or can be consumed by animals and humans as a vital food source. Serve as a source of food for animals. When animals eat plants, they break down the carbohydrates into simpler sugars that can be absorbed and used for energy. Contribute to the carbon cycle, regulating Earth's climate. Through processes like photosynthesis and respiration, carbohydrates play a crucial role in the exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen, helping to maintain the balance of gases in the atmosphere. Understanding carbohydrates is essential for understanding life itself. They are involved in nearly every aspect of biological function, from energy production to structural integrity and immune defense. From the food we eat to the air we breathe, carbohydrates play a fundamental role in the intricate web of life on Earth. They are the building blocks of life, supporting ecosystems and sustaining life forms across the planet.